Good morning, viewers. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and we are at nearly 1,700 meters elevation at a place called Long Lake on the steps of what is called Brian Waddington Hut. This big chunk of rock is called Mount Shadowfax. This big chunk of rock is called Mount Gandalf. I'm not sure what that is. That col there is referred to by people who come here skiing as the Return of the King. And it's October, towards the end of October, and it's very cold up here. In fact, everything is frosty this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking on some very, very solid snow. And I'll just pan back to the Brian Waddington hut, which is quite a cute little hut. There's no heater in it, unfortunately, so it's not quite as comfortable as some of the other huts we've stayed in, but it certainly is a nice one. We talked about doing some exploring today. Perhaps we'll start climbing on Mount Shadowfax, because Mount Gandalf's got an awful lot of... I wonder if maybe... no. It's hard to know for sure. There's another interesting mountain there. But Mount Gandalf has an awful lot of pretty shitty snow on it. Similar to what I'm walking on now. We didn't bring our snowshoes. Not that it would be helpful on this kind of snow. This is just shitty snow. And there's the hut again. It's quite large. They say it sleeps 24 people. And it certainly can. You'd be a little bit tight for space, but you certainly can. And it's just me and Jeremy here. There's no one else in the entire valley that we're aware of. The hike-in was long and arduous, but you know, certainly within the realms of what we're capable of. Although we really were pushing ourselves the last little bit of the climb up here, because the hut is, as I said earlier, a little over 1,700 meters elevation. The trail starts 1,000 meters below us, so it's a constant uphill slog, which, you know, isn't a bad thing if we're gonna do some big mountains one of these days, which obviously we're both very interested in doing. You know, I'm starting to wonder if maybe that one's Mount Shadowfax. I'd have to look at the map again. Anyways, I'm going back to the hut now because it's slightly warmer in there. You'll recall I said there is no heater in there, and that's true, but it's only partly true. They have a little solar electric heater in there that blows a little bit of warm air in when it's sunny out, and they don't reckon that it's enough to make it properly warm. But the idea is for it to dry out a little bit, dry the place out, so they can control mildew, because the place is, as they're so proud of reminding everybody, insulated and vapor barriered. So I'm going to sign out for now. The sun should be coming up over the mountain any time. You can see right there where it's starting to light up that mountain. And I'll be back later at some point.